The leather strips have been cleaned? Good. Taff should be just about ready for these ox skins. Bring them to him. You have helped Roos with the tanning? Now you'll help me, yes?
You are the dwarf who has been helping Roos. I see. You have helped him with the various stages of preparing leather for use by the Falcon clan. It's only right that you now help me, is it not?
I need more dye if this armor is to bear the mark of the Falcon.
I've been working as quickly as I can to fashion armor from the leather that Roos prepares, but it is time-consuming work. It is important that the armor be strong, but it must also bear the mark of the Falcon. Our enemies quail when they know who is it they fight, and Saruman will be no different. My stock of the dye used to mark the finished armor with the mark of the Falcon is low. Can you pick the red plants along the lakeside here in Tal Metedras? Bring me several handfuls of their leaves and we can grind more of the dye.
Take the plates to my grinding stone and grind them into a fine powder.
These are the plants I asked for. Good, take them to my grinding stone over there and grind the leaves into a fine powder. It will provide the color my dye requires.
This is just the right shade for our purposes. That sign will drive fear into any of the other clans that try to fight us. The clans that have agreed to follow Saruman deserve no mercy. Toad residue? Ah, there it is. Let's see how potent it is.
One is a fool and always has been. Never taste the poison you make. I feel terrible. Isn't that wonderful?
Maya told me there was a dwarf with the company, but I didn't believe her.
But here you are, we see few of your people here. Is it true what they say about your cities under the mountains? That they stretch for leagues and leagues? How can you build for so long and so great a distance? Do you not miss the daylight? You must execute my question. You are not only a second dwarf I have seen in many months, and the other did not speak to me, as he met only with the Brandywine. You should speak with Brandywine, and he can tell your kinsman.
Arwell has always been fascinating.
What can I do for you? You tell me that Arwell wanted you to ask him about his previous dwarf quest. Heilbren laughs heartily. Arwell has always been fascinated with your people. I think he wishes he had been born a dwarf. That would be a loss for the Falcon clan. My daughter Mare has always been fond of him. It is true, we played host to one of your people not long ago. His name was Linder, and he gifted me a weapon when he departed. Dwarves are keen of eye, yes? Examine these weapons and tell me which of them was his gift to me.
Which weapon was a gift from Lindar?
You tell him your answer, wondering what his reaction will be. His surprise is obvious. All three of them, are you certain? Why do you say that? You tell him that it was not your examination of the weapons that led you to the answer. Instead, it was the visible reaction on his face every time you handled one of the weapons that made you realize the question was not a fair one. Ha, that will teach me to think I know the ways of dwarves. Well done indeed. Linder did give each of these weapons to me. The axe as a present from his people for past state, the sword to combat present strife, and the staff to lean on in my old age, if I live to see it. You are indeed a rare dwarf. Go speak with my brehor, Penrose, to the north. He wanted to speak with you.
We truly do not see many dwarves in this land.
Linder was quite close with Heilbren, and the gifts he gave to him were most thoughtful. I wonder if Bren will have occasion to use any of them but this word, given these times. After conversing with Donating of the Falcon clan, you were compelled to pen what you learned. The lessons are not lost on you, and the memories evoked move you greatly.
Speak with your friends and see how they progress with their tasks.
Your ranger friends have already been very helpful. If the clan loyal to Saruman try to strike us before we are ready to leave, we may yet have a chance. Speak with your friends and see how they progress with their tasks.
I've been assisting Roos with the tanning. It is dirty, odious work.
We are doing all we can. I have been assisting Roos with the tanning. It has dirty, odious work, but the Falcon clan needs to wear leather if they are to have fresh armor for its warriors. I saw Radnair not long ago. He was not very happy about something, but would not tell me what it was. Right now I am working to clear this brush so we can stretch some more heights as they come in.
It is my task to prepare food for the warriors.
When they must travel south to fight the hostile clans, apples, hazelnuts, elderberries and smoked meat. Some of your friends are picking apples at the orchards of Turmorva. Go there and bring back a basket of apples and I will wrap them up. The orchard is to be northwest.
My arms ache, but not so badly that I must stop.
This is a great deal to do before the Falcon clan. The Falcon clan is ready, but this work will be worth in the end. We have few enough allies in this land. If the suit of your bro can help the Herbagold stand against the clans loyal to Sarum, the work is worth it. We have already brought much in the way of food. Once it's dried or preserved, it will be wrapped and ready. My arms age, but not so badly that I must stop.
I've seen more manure already in Dunland than I have in my entire life in the north.
I know allies among the Dunling are precious few, but I do not see what is so different about the Falcon clans that others that we have seen. They have me marking out the oxen. I have seen more manure already in Dunland than I have in my entire life back north. I could be doing something useful, but instead they had me a pitchfork and a broom and tell me to get to work. I do not like these men, and it's not because of the manners. There are plenty of reasons, but the smell of manure has made me forget most of them. I say we bid them farewell and leave them to their own devices.
What do you know of the hunt?
I have been the greatest hunter of the Heboglut for many summers, but it was not always so. When I was a boy, I wandered far and wide in search of the greatest prey I could master, but I searched in vain. Finally, I came to a clearing in the trees, and amid the brilliance of noontime sun, I beheld a mighty figure. He was many times the height of a normal man, and it seemed he wore a great antlered helm. I was beneath his notice. He turned to gaze between the trees, and even as I contemplated the great huntsman, he was gone. I never found the clearing again, thought I saw it. I fashioned the charm in its shape out of wood, and every time I go on the hunt I carry it with me. I give it to you now. Defeat creatures of Talmetras, and each one will add to the legacy of this charm. Its legend will make me stronger when I bear it sword against your enemies.
Thank you for your help, and theirs.
Haha, I'm sorry your friend Radan is unhappy. Marking out the oxen is not a pleasant task, but if it's not done I'll suffer. There are very few desirable tasks when it comes to preparing for war, but all must be done. Penrod laughs heartily. But I'm not ankle deep in manure, am I? Perhaps I will find someone to take Radan's place. We are grateful for the help and do not want two of the rangers to resent volunteering it. Thank you for help, and there's the clans arrayed against us are fierce and merciless, but they do not have allies from the north as we do. It's two quests left to do. The red one: defeat creatures in Talmetras while bearing the charm of the huntsman. Let's go and defeat them.
I would not want to lose this, I will tell you that.
Did you feel the he'll work the wild huntsman with you while you were on the hunt? Sometimes I have felt sure that he was helping guide my bow or strengthening my blade. That is why I carry the talisman with me and will bring it with me to battle. You return to the charm of the huntsman to Kangen, and he grins. I would not want to lose this, I will tell you that much, but I can feel that touring with you has done it some good, and now it will be of even more use to me.
This is a curious land. Very different than I expected.
I expected the landings to charge headlessly to war, but these folk of the Falcon clan are taking great pains to prepare for battle. It worries me that the other clans, the ones sworn to Saruman's service, are likely cut from the same cloth. We must not mistake these allies if they are as stout as the men that we have seen in Tar Morva. You are ready to bring a basket of apples back to the woman, Idel? Or Idel? Okay, no matters. Take one of these, then they are ready. Okay.
Thank you for bringing me those apples. I will prepare them for travel.
While I do that, will you bring this empty basket back to your ranger friend in the orchard. When you see him, ask if he has collected the fallen applewood branches I asked him to gather. I will need them to smoke some of the meats the warriors will bring south.
Back already? Oh, I see.
Yes, I did gather some applewood branches for Idel. You can bring some of them to her now if you like.
Thank you for bringing me these branches. Their smoke will do nicely.
The smoke from this should be very nicely. You can throw them on the fire if you like.
I have many more preparations to make, but it is a start. I thank you for it.
And guess that was the last quest, so let's just go talk to Penrod in Tarmor.
Lord Brandywine wants to see you. The prisoner is giving the guards trouble.
All of Tormorva is alive with the sound of work.
There are many clans siding with the wizard in this conflict, and I feared the Falcon clan would not be ready if it came to war with them. With your help and that of these rangers, the Falcon can show its talents.
The emissary Saruman sent to us is being kept under watch in the prison cave.
You have the permission of the Brandywine to speak with the prisoner?
Very well, you may go in. He should pose you no danger. He knows that if he tries anything he will do without meals.
Do not mistake these people for friends. It will be you in my place next.
Have you come to Gloat Dwarf? You are not unloading. Do not mistake these people for friends. It will be you in my place next. Mark what I say. Don't Hank glowers at you, his eyes full of hate. They can't defeat Saruman. They are fools to try. The other clans are wiser and know which way the tide is going. Already most of Dunland pledges their sword to my master. His armies come from Tambok and Karagwin and Starkmoor, and these unprepared tools will find themselves on the wrong side of the wave. It could have been different, I care not. It is enough to know that my captors will be slain by their own kinsmen soon enough, and your gloaters along with them.
He's full of bluster, but I pay it no heed.
What have you learned from our guest?
Hellbrain listens to your report of Don't Hank's word. There is truth there. I fear if I'm only kernel. We must learn how large the kernel may be.
I need someone I can trust to travel through Dunland and see the state of things.
Our prisoner spoke to the other Dunlanding clans as if they were already in Saruman's sideshow. That is my fear, but his sword may be born from bluster and desperation. The Falcon clan is strong, but even our strength may not be enough to face all the clans of an untamed Dunland. I need someone that I can trust to throw toward Dunland and see the state of things. Is Galdar still as it was? Do the herds of Starkmonk feed Saruman's lackeys? What is the mood of people of distant Tambok? Are the mines of Karagwin still being worked, and for whom? I need you to be my eyes in this. Go first to Catherine in Galtarov, she who sent you to us. See what is happening in Dunland and help those who share our goals. Saruman must be opposed by the Rangers and by the Falcon clan, if by no others.
have returned, and on an errand from Lou Brennan?
Old Catherine is still a good judge of character, is she not? Catherine cackles and does a shuffling type of dance. To answer your question, Galdaro is home to people of many clans, as it has been for all of my memory. The Ox clan has been more praised in recent days, and it seems to me that they must have received encouragement from some source, some wizard, if you ask for Catherine's opinion. While you were at Turmor, while someone was helping me with my little resistance against the Ox clan, she didn't want to stay within the walls of Galtarov and has a camp to the southwest. She would not tell me her right name, but asked that I call her Vadu's ghost. You should seek her out. She was asking about your rangers friends.
We meet again, as I knew we would.
I am free woman of the Uhlud, sister to Vadu, and with victory notches already upon my sword. I am free to go where I please. I need no permission from your northern friends to lock these lands that belong to me and mine. Catherine of the Heboghlud and I of the Uhlud have already made things difficult for those who would sell these lands and its people to Saruman. I am ready to strike against them throughout all of Dunland in my brother's name if you are willing.
I will be Wadu's ghost and defeat the true enemies of Dunland.
A danger seems to follow you, wherever you go. I like that. I will be Wadu's ghost and defeat the true enemies of Dunland too. Faithless clans who swear loyalty to Saruman. The land to the west is called the Starkmoor. You say that Brandywine wished to know the state of its herds. There are many herd animals in the Starkmoor, and he who controls them will have much food production close at hand, enough for any army. Yep. There is a farmhouse in the northwest corner of the Starkmoor among the hills. I have seen it from afar. I will meet you there and we can scout for the information Brain desires to know.
I may do.
The herds of Starkmoor feed many of the clans of Dunland.
If this farmland is held by those loyal to Saruman, he will have a source of food for his armies, but can also starve those who oppose him. Go up to the farmhouse at the top of the slope to the west and see how things stand. You should also scout some of the fields and enclosed shores nearby to the west.
I think this is what Lubrenin feared.
The farms of this Darkmoor are not held by friendly clansmen any longer. The mine trading settlement to the south may be similar, but we will not know it without going there.
If we can help the people of Starkmoor, we may deprive Saruman's armies of their food.
The people of Starkmoor are on the tipping point. If we can help its people, we may be able to deprive Saruman of the food he needs to feed his armies. Travel south to Avardin and help the people there and all throughout this Starkmoor. It may prove the difference in this region. Once you are satisfied that you have done all you can to help the people of the Starkmoor, I will meet you where the road passes from the Starkmoor in the Downbook, in the south by a great stone arch, and we will continue our journey together.
I am glad you are here. Do you see the scout up ahead?
Do you see the scout up ahead by the large rocky outcropping? I do not know what clan she belongs. Go see if she is friendly. The people of the Tambok keep to themselves and I know little of them, but if Saruman has paid for their loyalty, they are already our enemies.
These people are outliers, on the edge of great danger, but not given in to it.
May they resist as well as my people have done. We must help the Avankalut to stand against Saruman.
Help the people of Dunbog before meeting me in Corriglin.
The people of Dunbog have been on the edge of the coming conflict for some time, forgotten by all but their nearest neighbors. Did Saruman factor them into his calculations? We must help them resist him. They remind me of my own people, estranged from the other clans, and I do not want them to labor alone. Help them resist the wizard. When you are satisfied that you have done all you can for the people of the Dunbog, travel to Carriglin. I will meet you in Brandywine, for it seems to be a village of some importance, and Brandywine wanted to learn the stats of the mines of iron.
I am glad to see you. The iron mines of Carriglin are at stake.
I have spent more time watching the people of Brandywine. Saruman has paid no small sum of gold to the leaders of Brandywine for their loyalty, and I feared what that might buy him. The iron mines of Carriglin are at stake. The men of the upper village will attack you on sight. Defeat them and take the gold with which they have been bribed. Teach them the true cost of forgetting the honor of as men of Dunland.
it took so small a sum to buy the loyalty of these men. I do not think Carriglin is lost. Help its people as much as you can.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
A small band of Rohirrim have come to the Graven Wood. Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim. What have you learned of the Dunlending clans?
Your journey through the land for Hellbrain is almost at the end. What have you learned of the Dunlending clans? Cyrdan listens to your report. I see Saruman's influence is greater than we thought. It is good that you sought the help. The people resist him, even if it bears little hurt. This man here is Theodred, the son of the King of Rohan. He has crossed into Dunland with a small party on a similar mission to see what's happening in the heart of Dunland.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, hello, I can hear you.
Hello there. You just lead on, I'll follow, and we'll kill whatever. And I've got the Slayer deed here as well, so it will help me.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Okay, just do what you need to do. I will follow.
Oh, okay.
You run errands for folk long sworn to be the enemies of my people.
We are met in dangerous times. You run errands for folk long sworn to be the enemies of my people. Teldred sighs heavily. It has been a long time since the Daunting crossed into my father's kingdom with this design of conquest. Without the urging I fear Saruman is giving to them, they would not have the courage to do so again. The wizard has done my people a great wrong with this, and he must pay for it. My men and I parted the Eisen and came by animal paths into this wood. That is where we encountered Cyrodian and learned of his mission. We could use your help if you can spare it.
We are all ill at ease in this forest, and your ranger friend here is not the reassuring soul.
Okay, I'm just waiting for you.
Okay, wait a little bit. I'm streaming at this moment and I'll read this quest and we will go then.
Okay.
We are all ill at ease in the forest, and your ranger friend here is not the reassuring sort. My men have reported feeling a watchful presence as they walk beneath the trees. I do not like it. I've heard that Saruman can move about unseen by mortal eyes. Could it be his presence my men have felt? If you help us, the wizard, go to these places and see if you feel a presence at them as my men do. One of these places is a gnarled tree to the northwest, and the other is a camp of nomading far to the north. Who will call us between the arms of mountains? Okay, now we need to go back to Theodred at Zero Helm Scout Camp.
You felt nothing? Perhaps my men have been too long in this wood.
It is taking a toll on even their stout hearts.
Do not mistake these Dunlandings for friends in anything but necessity.
It is time to return. You return to Hellbraining with what you have learned of Dunland. But I ask you to keep this in mind. There are Dunlandings and there are Dunlandings and there are Dunlandings. Oh, strange writing. This Falcon clan may oppose Saruman, and for that I am thankful, but they still bear no love for my people. Do not mistake them for friends in anything by necessity.
not sure where you went then. Are you inside this place?
Yes, I'm just doing the epic quest, and I don't think you can enter here because maybe you've done it already.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to do that on your own, unfortunately. I'll leave you to it. You take care.
It is good to see you again, friend from afar.
You have been long away about this situation with the other clans. How many have thrown their lot in with Saruman? Hellbrain listens with interest to your news from other regions of the world, of the herds of the Starkmoor, of the distant folk of the Tambuk, of the iron mines of Karaglin, of armies marshalling and of frightened townsfolk. Saruman grasp on your land and its people is tighter than I thought. Still, we have closer matters to attend to for now.
The captive is taken ill. He won't last much longer.
I thought that the captive might tell us more about Saruman's plans. If he is hungrier, I told Knight to stop feeding him, but now he has taken ill and will not last much longer. Come with me to speak with him before he dies. There will be no more chance to learn what the wizard is up to behind these walls before it comes to open war. We will give him a meal if he cooperates. That may be encouragement he needs.
We will go to speak with the captive and learn what we can of Saruman's plans.
The emissary of Isengard, captured by the Falcon clan, is near to death. Lou Brenin hopes to get information from the captive before he passes.
We will make the captive sing for us. He will sing of Saruman's plans, or I will end his captivity with steel. This way, let us hear the captive's last song. Leolin, where is Nai? Remove to the captive to a more unpleasant cell, as you commanded. Ah, very good. Perhaps that will bear fruit. Lead us to him. The cells found in a damper and less pleasant, filled with refuse and home to rats. The captive will have much to say of Saruman's plans for the Falcon clan. I am certain of it. Follow me. You do not want to make a wrong turning. Kalenglad and some other rangers are below, bringing up some of the supplies the Falcon clan stored in the depths. The caves go quite some way into the mountain. Halbarad sent me to bring you down to help, but if you are busy with something else. You were going to speak to the captive. May I come with you? That is a good idea. Perhaps the captive will be put off. Perhaps the captive will put off his guard by your presence. I will go below and see how your friends fare with the preparation. Leolin, show them the way. See how weak our captive is. He will not live through the night if he doesn't have a meal and an escape from the dump. You, Ranger, open the door. He will not wait forever. This man is already dead. And so you are. Treachery, you are fools if you think too much at Dunedain. This is bad, very bad. The Falcon Clan has turned on us. I do not know why, but we are betrayed, and many of our friends are still below. We'll cut our way out. Oh man. I'm sorry that it turned out like this. I mean that these rangers are good folk, strong folk, and I see in them an age of my own people. But you told me yourself of the great army servants already amassed. He is prepared to give us back the land that belongs to us. It's so close now. I am no wizard servant. Servant prizes knowledge about all else, and now the Falcon Clan can give him that. I think he will be pleased to receive the two of you as a gift. He will be most interested in whatever errand could bring you. What are you saying? And once fighting is done and our land is returned to us, he will remember it was the Falcon Clan that gave him the gift of knowledge. You will not leave this cave alive, Brandywine. Take them.
Saruman, I send you this gift. Knowledge of your enemies. Use it wisely and remember from where it came.
Oh, they captured me. You have been captured and brought to Isengard, home of the traitor Saruman. That's funny. I think we could fight, but why they won't let me that? Okay, nothing else. Let's just talk. Let us go. I do not want to stay here any longer than I need to. I will leave you captives with someone and back on the wagon headed toward tomorrow before the next battle. Move your feet, Ranger. And they haven't taken out weapons. I can't go on like this. What can we? Lieutenant pains are evident. Both of you were cruelly treated by the long wagon journey to Isengard and the whips of your captors, but Lieutenant bore the brunt of the ill treatment. These are the captives, crowny things. We'll keep you busy, little dwarf, and your friend too. I think the old man will want to speak with him directly. There are places for you in the caves below. If Fash doesn't kill you first. If you have any fortune at all, you won't see me again, like little dwarf. You're ours now. Let's see how long you last. You are Fash's problem now. He will find work for you. Ha. Oh, I have too much things in my bag. I need to clear it. We just threw away some of things. Okay, is this better? Here is someone else who was captured. I guess she doesn't want to talk. Okay, no problem.
You now belong to me. Will do as I say.
Make yourself at home, little dwarf. You now belong to me and will do as I say. If you lost heartily, we will find task enough to keep you busy, and once you die, someone else will take your place. Shark who doesn't lack for trials, little dwarf, and there is plenty of work to be done in the pits.
I've assigned someone to keep an eye on you and give you work.
I have assigned someone to keep an eye on you and give you work. If he's not happy with your work, I will hear about it. You don't want that, little dwarf. If your overseer wonders of you for a spot of a grab or a swig of brew, rattle your shackles and he'd better come running. Don't let me see you without him.
There's work that needs doing in the kitchens.
You think this army fits itself? There's meat roasting, coral boiling, and bread baking day and night. The orc high grins wearing his fangs. Not that you'll get any of that. Prisoners have their own ration. Park'll have something else for you to do. I'd wager the kitchens with you there in the southwest wall of the cavern, and you do not make good time. I'll send your fight. Okay. I can't use the mount here. And I'm captive, and this strange ugly rook is following me. Looks so funny, like someone big guy. Okay, no matter, let's just go. Oh, it's good. Freeze is 10. Run speed is good. I can't use mount, but I can run. And my run speed buff replaces this one, okay. And we came.
Another mind to chop you up for stew.
Another worm from the surface. I move mind to chop you up for stew. Give the boys something they can sink their fangs into. Your Urkai overseer grants sadly, shaking his head with the disappointment. It's like that, is it? The response barked. Too bad. It's not worth my head to cross to the old man, and once he's done with you, you won't be fit to stew anyway. Take this rag and clean some of the slope off the floors. You might as well be good for something. Once you're done, squeeze that rag out into the slope bucket there. What is this? Cleaned up piles of slab. Oh, it's gross. Can I avoid the quest? I can't cancel it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Use the slab bucket in the kitchen, squeeze. Okay, I don't want to see what is there. You think you're done? You're not done until I say you're done. Clean up more of the slope, then dump it into the slope bucket again. You work for Bark, and Bark says there's more to be done. It's too bad that I can't kill this Uruk, or... Yes, it's Uruk. I can't kill the Uruk. Why I have to work for him? You couldn't have done that more slowly if you tried, you warned. Still, his top had to be cleaned, and you cleaned it. There will be more later. There's always more. Park burst at his teeth at you. It's time to feed the prisoners. Scoop out some feed from this slope bucket and carry it to the dungeons on the northwest wall of the main cavern. Empty the slope into the bucket by the cells and be quick about it. The trolls have got to eat. Haha. Oh, that's really gross. How fast I'm running? 100% to speed. But I have to go to the end, okay?
is going on outside.
Hey dwarf, do you know anything about what is going on outside? I'm a man of Rohan, Baldgar by name, and I was separated from my men not far from the river. Can you tell me if Rohan is still safe? But there are too many guards around and it's not safe to talk. Talk to your Uruk Overseer. Oh, I don't need to run. Hello, Uruk.
No talking to the prisoners.
You are no less a captive, and if you weren't in my company, you'd be thrown in a cell to rot. Remember that one word too fast and you won't even have the benefit of stretching your legs. A different word and you might call those locked in the cells the lucky ones.
I could have given this word to someone else, but I saved it up special for you.
Okay, I don't want to read it.
What is this? You are much too scrawny for this one.
I need a good strong Uruk-hai to carry these barrels, not some pitiful little dwarf. Sargus sniffs there and glowers at you with disapproval. You'll have to do it's not care of mine if you kill yourself. Lugging them around, just another body of the pile. Haul a couple of these barrels up the path to the north and leave them on the wooden platform with the others. You see it there, directly above us. Now get moving.
This worthless prisoner says he's too tired to carry his load.
So tired.
Can't go on. You are certain that Sargrus will kill him if his work is not completed. You decide to carry the barrel of weapons in Kenneth's stead. Окей, смотри, вот нажимаешь на букву L русскую или К английскую. Там заходишь пассивные, спускаешься вниз, вот на примере вот броня, все такое, спускаешься на самый низ, идешь. И вот, ну у меня написано Caring, это связка ключей скорее всего. И ключи от картума, от железной решетки и от чего-то еще. Наверное, вязаная решетка, я точно не знал периода.
You won't be able to do his work forever.
This weakling won't last, and I'll be ready with my large when he trembles. Find more work from your overseer. I'll summon you when I have more for you.
The rats have become a real nuisance, gnawing and biting.
My brothers sleep in the barracks when they are not working, but there are not enough beds. We sleep in shifts. When one rook wakes, another takes his place. There is no room for laziness. A new rook who tries to stay in bed is likely to sleep forever with a knife in his belt. It is one thing to share quarters with my fellow warriors, but the rats have become a real nuisance, gnawing and biting.